Prepare yourself for something monumental, a seismic shift in the pop culture landscape, if you will, Swifties. Big Taylor Swift, who is known for her well-planned public appearances and cryptic messaging, recently dropped a shocking revelation in an interview that caught everyone off guard. She went and accomplished the unthinkable. She claims that her soulmate is Travis Kelce. You read correctly. Soulmate is the word that chills you to your core and conjures you images of fairy tales. In addition, she is using it to describe Travis Kelce, the football player who has been captivating fans worldwide with her. After everything, we all realized that things were getting serious. The way they look at each other as though they are the only two in the room, their matching outfits, and their stadium appearances have all contributed to major couple goals. Having a soulmate takes the vibes to a new level. A thorough examination of the whirlwind relationship that has captivated us all is anticipated from this interview. Taylor's disclosure of this information is noteworthy because she is very guarded about her relationships. It seems like a dream come true, and this is the Taylor Swift romance we've been waiting for. Make sure to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up before we begin so you don't miss any future ones. Inside jokes, secret dates, and the little things that make their relationship so unique are all topics of discussion. As she supposedly spills all the tea, prepare to gasp and possibly shed a tear or two. Not just Taylor Miller is praising him. It helps us a lot when we release new content for your enjoyment, and is completely free. Is there still Travis Kelce's excitement about Taylor Swift's Eras Tour? He is displaying fanboy behavior. After her spectacular, nearly 2-year stadium tour in Vancouver ended, which clearly surpassed all previous records, the man became completely enamored with Taylor. On his podcast, New Heights, which he co-hosts with his brother, Jason Kelce, Travis was virtually thrilled with pride for his megastar fiancée. It's finally over that wild era tour. His relief was almost audible in his voice, as though he was worried she might go on forever. Clearly, he was in awe of everything. As a good brother, Jason asked Travis how many shows Taylor actually did, and Travis replied, "A ton." He was initially so overwhelmed that he was unable to even pinpoint the exact amount, like a freaking ton of shows. Then he sort of fumbled over the facts, saying, "It's crazy." Think about it, bonkers. Following all of that, Jason was obviously overwhelmed by the tour's enormity. You can almost see him shook his head in shock. His admiration is quite endearing. Even though his girlfriend is extremely gifted and has completed a globe tour that nearly shattered the internet multiple times, he is still boasting about her like any other boyfriend. Therefore, it is reasonable for him to feel a bit excited. The figures impressed him as much as Travis did. You know what it would be like to do a show that lasted almost 3 hours every night for months? Travis, however, was thoughtful enough to acknowledge everyone who helped make the Eras Tour such a success, in addition to praising Taylor. He congratulated the entire crew, including the tech staff and dancers, as well as everyone backstage. Yes, it's Taylor's tour in music, but that was a big show. Making it the best tour in the world required a whole army of talented people. Up there, it wasn't just her. As he added, he couldn't help but smile and give Taylor one last compliment. But primarily because of Taylor, you know. It's the ideal boyfriend gesture to acknowledge the work of others while making sure his lady gets the extra focus she deserves. Clearly, he is in love. Despite having not seen the Eras Tour Magic live in Indianapolis last month, Travis is now practically a tour veteran. Throughout the tour's run, he followed Taylor everywhere from Buenos Aires to Singapore, going to over a dozen shows. What commitment, Sam. Evidently, the Eras Tour had a significant impact on their budding affection. You remember when Travis first tried to reach Taylor at her show at Arrowhead Stadium in July 2023? She even had a friendship bracelet made for her with his phone number on it. Isn't that a fluid motion? Well, not quite. Ironically, a few months after they made their relationship public, he eventually shared the entire unpleasant meeting on his podcast, which is what initially made Taylor notice him after she had initially shut him down. Alas, poor fellow. I find it amusing how things turned out. True love can occasionally result from a little public humiliation, as this illustrates. According to Taylor, who talked about it in an interview with Time magazine, it all began when Travis hilariously attacked me on his podcast, which I found to be really awesome. To make it even funny, she also used the word metal. To put it another way, Travis unintentionally approached Taylor on his podcast, which first backfired but ultimately turned out to be the secret to gaining her favor. One of the most important parts of the story of the Eras Tour is the bond between Taylor and Travis. In June of 1975, he even joined her on stage as a backup dancer. Is it possible to envision Taylor Swift and an NFL player shaking their groove together? It immediately went viral, and the fans were blown away. Travis later revealed that he was the original creator of the concept on his show. He said that she had found the perfect spot for me to get into the show. This humorous and lighthearted segment was a lot of fun for me. He didn't appear embarrassed and appeared truly pleased about the whole thing. Given that she raved about it in an Instagram post, it's clear that Anna Taylor loved it too. Still laughing and amazed at Travis's amazing Eras Tour debut. They are so obviously in love with each other that they don't think twice about showing it. One of the things that fans love most about the entire Eras Tour experience is their fun dynamic, which they cherish. It changed the prophecy that night. "No, but my Roman Empire will always be Taylor," one admirer said. "Will you grant me the honor of beginning anew in Kansas City at Arrowhead with Travis Kelce in the audience, willing to take his chances with her?" Is that accurate? Taylor Swift was a major admirer of Travis Kelce's even before their relationship gained widespread recognition. In fact, one of his colleagues revealed his affection on Taylor in a TikTok video that the Chiefs posted in August 2023, just before Taylor's legendary performance on September 24, 2023. We now know that they were already secretly having an affair at the time. So what makes the video extra amusing is that they asked the players in it who their favorite celebrity was before Travis could answer. Wide receiver Marks Valdes-Scantling shouts that Taylor Swift busted Travis and simply responds, "Okay, now it's adorable," grinning at the camera and putting his finger to his lip as though he were trying to conceal something. He's clearly a little agitated, but you can also see that he's enjoying the attention. And here's the thing, Travis wasn't just any fan who fell in love with Taylor right away. He was actually spotted at her Eras Tour prior to their romance. He, like everyone else, was one of the many famous people in the audience who were enjoying the performance. A little like a fairy tale, isn't it? A happy life is led by a football player who goes to a concert and falls in love with the singer. For the moment, anyway. Honestly, we're all rooting for them. Taylor Swift isn't typically the Travis Kelce type. He may have that dreamy look in his eyes, but when you consider her past relationships, he's a bit of an oddball. Particularly at his games when he spots her on the Jumbotron. Taylor usually picks innovative actors like Hall Taylor, Tom Hiddleston, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Joe Alwyn, or bands like Calvin Harris. Art by John Mayer, Harry Styles, and more lately, Matty Healy, has a somber energy. Travis, on the other hand, is an athletic playaholic. For her, he's a bit of a departure because he's a football player with a massive multi-million-dollar contract, which is far from the world of acting and songwriting. But maybe that's exactly what fascinates me about their relationship. Perhaps Taylor's highly secret 6-year romance with Joe Alwyn ended, and she was ready for a change. Maybe she needed someone who wasn't quite so serious and more lighthearted. It's very adorable to watch, and Travis appears to give her life new energy. She seems to be violating dating norms, and it seems to be working for her. So, what are your thoughts? If you liked this video, kindly leave a comment below to let us know. Click the subscribe button once you've clicked the bell symbol to be the first to see my next video. Every week, I divulge your favorite celeb secrets. I share your favorite celeb secrets every week in updates like this one.